Audio Jungle.
Hi Market Partners, Stuart MacMillan here. It is the month of December and I thought it was important that I took some time to talk to you. You know, in December it's a time for holidays and laughter and getting together, but for me personally, December becomes a time of reflection. It's the end of the year and I typically take that time to reflect on the previous year. You know, as your president, I spend most of my time trying to make the opportunity better. And in doing so, tend to focus, sadly, on a lot of the things that aren't working and make them work. But this December, as I sat down and reflected on what's happened with MONAT in 2015, all of a sudden I got so excited that I decided I actually had to come in here and talk to you. You know, I've been involved in a number of startups. I've been involved in billion-dollar companies, and I will tell you unequivocally, I have never, ever seen anything quite like this. You know, in 1 year, we already have 16,000 market partners. 16,000. We already have 17,000 VIPs. 17,000. So between those two numbers, and you know, we gave you numbers in October, they continue to rise. Between those two, we have over 30,000 people associated with MONAT. And that's in our first year of growth. The next thing I want to talk about, is how many new founders we have. You know, being a founder is a key ingredient to who we are. We have 105 founders, 105 people that have qualified for that founder pool. And by the way, we've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, in payouts for those founders. And you know what the cool thing about these founders is? As long as they continue to qualify, they will be paid out on our revenues for the lifetime of this company. What other statistics do I have that I've ruminated on over the last couple of months? Well, we have 8 directors. 8 directors, 8 people who have got to the top of our pay plan. Amazing individuals who have worked really hard and MONAT has actually changed their life. Those are the kinds of things that I get super passionate about. And the kinds of things that just don't happen in other companies. We've gone successfully to 2 countries. Now, how do I know it's successful? It's successful because in our first few months in Canada, we already have over 2,000 market partners. In our first few months in Canada, we've already paid out almost $500,000 in commissions to people that have started the business there. We only launched VIPs midway through October. We already have over 1,000 preferred clients in Canada. I've talked to a number of consultants in this industry and they all cannot believe how quickly we got there and how successful we've become so quickly. You know what? In our first year, in 2015, we have paid out, this is an incredible number, I have to make sure I get it, but $6 million. $6 million. You know, there are people I heard over the last year, especially when I got involved, that say, you know what, it won't last. It's not sustainable, it can't happen. And here we are in December, at the end of our first year, having paid out $6 million in commissions to people. This $6 million, I guarantee you, has changed people's lives. Now, as I think back at our journey, I think about all the milestones, the points of our progress over the last year that were so exciting. I think about our coming out party in Nashville last year. Amazing. I still remember those people who won the trip coming down the red carpet and us clapping for them, the beautiful nightclub. And then we went on a cruise to Miami, and then we went to Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, had an amazing regional convention there. And of course in Orlando, a leadership summit. That's another thing. A lot of companies don't do these things in their first year. A leadership summit in Orlando with our founders. And then of course Cabo, incredible time in Cabo in October. The next major thing that we're going to do, I want to tell you, is this convention in Orlando. And I get so excited. I wander around the office here looking at all the elements, the pieces, Most of the people in our company right now, that's what they're focused on. They're focused on making this probably the most amazing convention I'll ever have been a part of. And I look at some of the elements. We have Davenport, Connie Podesta. You know what? Those two alone are worth the price of admission. We have a Cadillac that we're giving away. Who doesn't want to win that? We have a recognition night. By the way, I just spent some time looking at the recognition night. The ideas, the feeling that you're going to get. We're going to recognize people from the fourth quarter, achievers in the fourth quarter. We're going to have extensive awards for our annual winners. I got to say, I just looked at the trophies and the prizes. They're going to knock your socks off. You've got to be here. What else are we doing? Well, we have a black tie gala for all of our paid as founders. We have a beautiful party. Those of you who came to the Leadership Convention in Orlando will remember the Sam Sartori band, that great dance band. They're coming to the party. They're going to play for us. It's going to be spectacular. But more important than that, I want to tell you how important these conferences are. You know, I've been doing this a long time. And when we run an event, we spend money on it. And when we spend money on events, we want to figure out, did we get a return on our investment? Well, a return on our investment, whether it was a successful event or not, is not just dependent on how many people came or whether those people who did come said they had a great time. What I always want to measure is how did their businesses grow as a result of coming to that event. I will tell you, in every company I've ever worked, this number continues to show up. 20%. People who go to events like the convention that we're going to have, their businesses rise 20% compared to those who didn't go. There's also this other thing I like to call FOMO. I don't know if you guys know what FOMO is. FOMO is the fear of missing out. We made a conscious decision to limit the number of people that could come to convention, and I apologize for that. But what we wanted was a jam-packed group of people who were definitely excited about being part of MONAT. As a result, I apologize, but spaces are limited. I don't want you to be one of those people on January 30th who hears about what an amazing time we had and how incredible the speakers were and how amazing the new products are that we're going to introduce, and find yourself sitting there going, I wish I could. I felt an obligation this week, in light of all the things that we've done over the past year and all the excitement that's running around this office right now about this convention, to tell you, to remind you, to get out there, sign up, make sure that you and your team, because that's the fun part, isn't it? Gathering your team together, having fun together, partying together, buying a new product together. And I just want to tell you, Senior Luis committed to some new products. We believe that these products that we're going to introduce at convention will be game changers. I believe they'll be a game changer, and the discount that we are going to provide to only those people who come to convention, that discount will pay for the conference. We want to see you here. Luis, Ray, and I spend a lot of time looking on Facebook, looking at all of you out there. We get excited about you. We want you to come together as a family with us at Disney World in January. Don't miss out. This is going to be spectacular.